Hey guys, it's Andy with andyspulse.com, and today I have got for you some dating tips for mostly women. So, okay, for the first thing I want to talk about is talking, period, but mainly about your ex. And this is for if he ever asks you about, hey, how about your ex there that you dated the other day, weekday? That guy? Or if he says, hey, how about them guys that you've dated? Are any of them like me? You always be like, no. Or what you say to that question is this. You say, ready? Nah, I don't want to talk about him. Because what does that do? That leaves you up to looking like you are some kind of mysterious, for one. That's always sexy. Really sexy, actually. And it also leaves you to look like, hey, you don't want any baggage. You don't care about baggage, you don't want it in your life, and you don't like to drag it around. And that is one of the most sexiest things according to guys. So that leads me into the next thing, which is talking about things that you agree or disagree about. So no matter what you do, always agree to only what you agree with and disagree to what you disagree with. Disagree with conviction. If he is, wanting to vote for Hillary Clinton and you're a Trump girl, man, let him. Don't ever say or don't ever sell yourself out and say, "Yeah, I'm a Hillary Clinton kind of girl too." Cause what does that leave you up for? You got nothing left to talk about. Which leads me into my next thing. If at the end of the night you guys have gotten to the point where you haven't talked about anything in the world, you feel like you've heard crickets all night and all you heard was chewing through the dinner and glasses clinking. Make sure and this is only if you really want to date this guy, if you really want to go on another date with him and you really like him and you think it could work, why don't you go ahead and ask him on the next date? And make sure you ask him on a date that is adrenaline pumping. Because for one, you want to make sure it's something that he's never done. Two, you want this adrenaline running because it's also associated with your sex hormones. So say you want to go roller coaster riding or to the fair, or you want to go bungee jumping for my little enthusiasts out there. Either one of those will be great because adrenaline is mostly associated with dopamine and serotonin in the brain, and it's also been scientifically proven to run along with these sex hormones. So whether y'all go and you don't like it after that, first you'll know if you really don't like the guy. Secondly, you'll know how he acts in a high stress environment. And thirdly, you'll know down the road what you would like about him and his personality or what you wouldn't. Because nobody can be like something fake during when they're flying out of an airplane. But most importantly, if you guys get to the point where you guys don't want to have any other dates, he is always, always, always going to remember you as that girl, and he's always going to have a good memory of you. When he's talking to his guys or somebody else wants to date you, he'll have good advice for them because it's always going to be a good memory. Then also, out of everything that I've asked these guys, all they want me to tell you guys is the fact that they really want girls who tell them who they are and what they are, what kind of hobbies they have, so they know what they're getting themselves into. And you also want him to tell you everything about him because let me tell you something, if he likes to go fishing every single Saturday, you better know that you want to know if it's going to be every single Saturday where he's taking you or is he going by himself to a tournament fishing and is he going all day long, and he needs to, because that's going to tell you whether or not you want to spend your weekends with him or you can because they're open or not. And then you want to tell him maybe you work to buy makeup and you splurge a little bit too much at the makeup counter. That also tells him, hey, I love makeup and I'm going to be spending a lot of money on makeup, so you can't ever get mad at me if you decide to move forward with this relationship, okay? So always be yourself, always be convicting, and hey, when things fail, take them to the fair. take him bungee jumping, take him wherever you want to go to make those sex hormones be pumping. All right, girl? All right. I love you guys. Make sure you hit that red button down there to subscribe and like and share to give me a big thumbs up. And I will see you guys on the other side. Love you. Mwah.